What is up, YouTube? JankyYGO here. My name is Michael, and today I'm going to be going over a replay of me playing Dogmatica Kaiju Luna Control. With all that nonsense. Our opponent's going to go through their Drytron combo. I'm going to speed it up, and then I'm going to tell you my thought process and stuff like that of what I do and why I do everything. So, opponent's just going to do the normal Drytron thing. And on perfection, and yeah. So, I'm assuming they didn't have a very good hand. I kaiju their Herald of Perfection, obviously, and then I activate Pot of Prosperity to help me, to try to get me out of the situation and find my Luna. Because Luna is very, very good, and is what makes this deck super powerful. I grab my Luna, and I'm gonna activate Ecclesia because, you need to get your free card. So now I have 3 punishments, and I'm going to do something that probably people don't, think of. After I do the normal play, attack, get rid of this, whatever. Next, so we're only setting one dogmatic punishment. We're not gonna, and we're setting a desires as bait. I don't like setting multiple punishments because they are once for turns, and this plays around Lightning Storm and Lightning Storm, Feather Duster a little bit better because this allows me to have a follow-up play and have it like this as well. I learned this through experience because I have been in a position where I set multiple punishments and that happened. So I'm attempting to destroy their Drytron Alpha so that they don't get their ritual spell back, and they tribute it with Link Karibo. But I kind of got my goal in the end because my goal wasn't to destroy their monster; it was to stop them from getting their ritual spell back. So yeah, I got what I wanted in the end. I may not have gotten to send one of these to the graveyard, but it still kind of works. Opponent's gonna get a called by the grave. And they're going to end their turn there because they don't have a lot. So we're going to kaiju their Link Karibo. And then we're going to normal summon Luna. And we're going to add another copy of, or we're going to add Raksha. Raksha's in this deck because it just adds us card advantage and stuff like that. And this second effect can be extremely relevant in some weird cases. So yeah, Luna's going to bounce the kaiju. And right now, we're going to do that every single turn so that we always have an out to Herald. Because with how limited resources I have forced this Drytron player on, they are not able to, they're not going to be able to set up a big board and stuff like that. But, alright. They're going to play Herald of Perfection, they're going to get this, and they're probably going to attempt to add back, they're probably attempting to add back something, but like add Ava, so they have multiple negates. But we're gonna attempt to call by the grave that they're gonna ditch this, and then we're gonna out the Herald now, or we're gonna try to, and it works. So, because they have one card in hand, there was a good chance that it wasn't a fairy and it was a Drytron. And the Drytrons aren't fairies; they are machines. So that, like, in that case, what they did is it allowed me to do that. I noticed that they never added a copy of Ava, which is interesting. So, worth noting, I knew this was called by the grave because I saw them add it off prosperity and they said it. So what I was doing is I was attempting to get them to bait out the called by the grave. So I'm trying to get all the called by the graves out in case I need my graveyard later, because I do play a copy of Fairy Tale Snow. So they're gonna go off and they're gonna constantly do their thing. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. They get more searches. Yeah. They do all this. They get another search. They get another Ben 10. They're gonna make Michael, and they're gonna banish Pot of Desires. So They banished my Pot of Desires, which is okay. It's, it's there. That's kind of why it was there, to bait out stuff like that. So they're going to get their Herald back, and it's going to kind of put me in an awkward situation. Because now we're forced to use the Kaiju on the Herald instead of the Michael. Alright, so we're going to draw for turn, and we're going to draw another copy of Dogmatica Ecclesia. We're going to Kaiju the Herald so that we can use this. They're going to activate Called by the Grave, and they're going to target our Ecclesia in Grave, which is very, very smart on their part. So good job, opponent. Good on you. So this is going to negate it. So what we're going to do is we're not going to normal summon it. We're going to activate Luna. And we're going to attempt to bait out the Luna effect, or the Herald effect that we knew about in hand. They're going to fall for it. They're going to get that, and we're going to get our negate, or we're going to get our search off still, and this is going to get negated and destroyed. So now we get our sleeper. We are playing one of every single one of them except for the one with the flip spell. This is so that we can summon a Kaiju or any of our other cards in hand that might be relevant. And this is so that, this is Luna. Luna is the bread and butter. And this is for card advantage, if you want to know. Even more card advantage, I should say. So, our opponent's going to continue to go off. It's quite a slugfest. They finally add Ava, the alien, and now they're just going to keep playing. It's going to be rough. They're going to go through this. Maybe that, some that, that. Get that back. Another Herald of Orange Light. They're attacking us for 4,000, which made me breathe a sigh of relief. We're at 1,100, and now we have a chance to come back. So, we're going to draw. We draw Max C for turn. We're going to activate Ecclesia. It's going to get Herald of Orange Lighted. Now, we're going to normal summon Rockchat, and we're going to go digging 3. They give us a Lightning Storm. We're going to attack. They're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to let them lead the Lightning Storm. Then, we are going to destroy all attack position monsters they control. And now we're in a very scary situation. Because if they top deck a monster that could kill us, we would lose. But they top deck something else. They top deck probably one of their hand traps. We're normal summon Luna. We're going to get ourselves a copy of Luna. And we're just going to go to battle phase and we're going to attack. This way, this plays around anything we don't want to Kaiju and bounce. Because if we do that, there's a high chance that if they draw anything, we lose. In this situation, it is better to have Luna out. So that we can bounce or attempt to bounce whatever they summon. And that's where we're at right now. We're in a very serious, we need to survive mode. Because we only have 1,100 life points. But we almost have them dead as well. So it's really anyone's game. We're going to max C this so that we can get some card advantage off of our opponent. And hope that our Luna is enough. Was what our plan was. But they concede. And that was my thought process and that replay. So, I hope you enjoyed this replay as much as I enjoyed playing this game. If it is your birthday today, happy birthday. And if you want to send me any cool deck profiles or replays, my email is in the description, JankyYGO@gmail.com. You can send it there. And of course, and as always, have a wonderful day.